as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning. Good morning. We got Georgie here this morning. Good morning, Georgie.
Good morning, Bestie.
I see we got Miss PJ here. Thank you. We got Sharon. We got Donna Seagirl. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're all doing well. It's Martin Luther King Day. It's also Inauguration Day.
It's a beautiful day in America.
And we got Coop.
Coopy!
What's happening?
Not too much. Not too much on my end. It's a good day. It started off as a very good day.
Mike, you're naked.
What do you mean?
Where's your big red hat?
Your guys' screen. I'm trying to get
Holy shit! I went and looked at the big ball cap foam hat, like your cowboy hat. Jesus, they want $30 for that thing.
Yeah, you know what? It's cheaper to go. There's a couple sites that sell these things. It's cheaper to go get them there.
Oh my god! I thought about getting one, but I can't get it here fast enough. I had to go dig my old 2020 one out of the garbage. And it's not even red.
My other webcam was messing up, so I had to change it out. So I don't like this one. This is the one that goes out of focus. So I'll probably be buying a new webcam today.
I bought the Logi one, the real nice Logitech one.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. I mean, this thing is flipping amazing. Good morning, Georgie.
Good morning, Koopy.
Oh my god.
We've got pardons this morning.
Pardons?
Yeah. Biden has pardoned Anthony Fauci and General Miley.
They weren't convicted of anything. How can you
This is
pardon
preemptive
somebody that's
pardon.
not convicted? Huh?
Yeah, it's a preemptive pardon. I don't know if the legality of that. I don't know. I would imagine that it's legal, but I don't know.
Wow. You can pardon somebody before they even go to court. I didn't know that. That's some freaky shit right there.
The pardoning power of the president is considered an absolute power, ultimate authority. And there's a couple authorities like that, and that's why I was laughing, like when they were talking about the president determining what's classified. That's an ultimate power of the president. And people were arguing with me, he can't do that. And they were pointing to all these laws, and all these laws pretty much stated that the power derives from the president, which means it's an ultimate power. It's like, no, he can do that. But yeah, like there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, he can undo these pardons and stuff. It's like, no, he can't. Trump can't. They're done. But here's one thing. Fauci already accepted his pardon. Miley, I don't know. If he accepts it, they can then call them in front of Congress to testify, and they cannot plead the Fifth Amendment because they can't self-incriminate. So they can put the pressure on them to talk about everyone else. And yeah, and then if they refuse to testify and try to claim the Fifth, then they can actually be held in contempt of Congress or contempt of court, wherever they're pulled. So pretty much every federal crime from today all the way back to when they were born they're free and clear. But anything going forward is a new deal.
Huh.
But
So does the
Go ahead.
pardon just excuse him from anything in life that he may have done before
Only
then?
federal crimes. So if there's any state crimes, those can be prosecuted.
I guess what I'm getting at is the prosecutors always turn around and think up a different charge that's basically the same thing but different to get you on something. Who's to say they can't do the same thing with that? So they can't now that he's got a pardon?
Not for federal crimes.
So
Go ahead.
that's killing my conspiracy brain, because what's the need of a preemptive pardon? What do they know is about to happen when Trump takes office?
Well, I mean, Trump's indicated a lot. The big thing I'm happy about is he said that a lot of those intelligence officials who said that Hunter Biden's laptop is fake, Trump has said he's going to end their security clearances day one. And you have to understand, all those intelligence officials have all these jobs where they rely on those security clearances. So that is a pretty good thing. Because they did that, they're now not going to be able to make money because they're not going to get those clearances back for at least 4 years. And even after those 4 years, they still have to then go through, they've got to go through a new investigation and stuff like that.
Now, see, that's the one thing that pissed me off about Trump's first go around. He ran on the campaign to lock her up. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Lock up Hillary. And then when he get in the White House, he didn't do nothing. He let it all go. And I think if he would have prosecuted her ass, they wouldn't have put him through the last 4 years of pure hell.
Oh, and I'll tell you this, like her text messages where she said, remove the top secret heading and then scan it on a unclassified scanner. That is 100% a crime. Like, had I done that in the military, I would have been prosecuted. I would have lost my commission, and I would have had a dishonorable discharge. Had I done that, that is absolutely a crime.
That's one of the main things that I hope that he sticks with this time, is prosecuting all these jackasses that messed with him for the last 4 years. For what do they call that? Miscarriage of justice, where they're just doing it to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he goes after every day. And Schiff, you heard he called for Schiff's resignation last night, right?
He can go after Schiff because Schiff misused classified material.
I think that's pretty funny. He ain't even in the big chair yet. He's already calling for these fools to walk
There are
away.
people who've argued with me and said, no, Schiff was in Congress, so he had immunity. You only have immunity of what you say on the floor of the Congress. And I have videos of Schiff saying things in the halls of Congress. You don't have immunity in the halls of Congress. Only when you're on the floor and it's being recorded by the speaker and the sergeant of arms, and I'm trying to think the secretary. Only time.
There's several of them I think he should go after. Pelosi being one of them.
Fuck yeah.
Warren, Warren, she's just a liar. She's a fake wannabe. But what's the little short woman that told all of her people to go after every Republican politician they saw in restaurants and stuff? What was her name?
Oh crap!
The little short, little short black lady.
Ilhan Omar.
No, she's an older woman. She's been in Congress. She's been up there as long as
Waters?
Pelosi. Yeah. She's another one.
California Democrat. Out here, she oversees like Inglewood and Hawthorne, those areas, but yet she doesn't live there. She lives up in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, she's another one that's vile. Of course, we hadn't heard much from her.
So, question: since Biden pardoned them, can Trump come in and be like, "No, take it away"?
No, it's an absolute power. It's done. Now, again, here's the thing: because of how this was done, Miley doesn't have a lot of time to consult with lawyers to decide if he's going to accept this. He's got to decide if he's going to accept the pardon or not. If he accepts it, he can then be brought in front of Congress. And here's the other thing: this does not absolve him in other areas. And as an example, they can still investigate him and say, okay, we've determined that you broke the law. You were a commissioned officer. You broke the law. We don't care about the pardon. We're taking away your retirement. They can 100% do that.
Oh shit! Take his money away from him. That would hurt him. That'd hurt anybody. That's what I'd do. Sometimes taking their everything away from them hurts worse than putting them in prison.
Yeah, absolutely. Because now it's of the thing where it's their money.
Yeah, you strip them of everything that they've worked for, and then take away any chances of them ever working for that money again in the field that they were in. They might as well be in prison,
That, and if he takes away all these people, if he takes away their security clearance, getting a security clearance back is harder than getting a security clearance, because there's a track record and you have to justify all this stuff, and you have to then prove again that you're not a threat. But if you've been telling the media and trying to involve yourself politically, there's a very good case that can be made that you're a threat to the United States if you're trying to subvert our political process. I think I'm really looking forward to the JFK files. I think those absolutely need to be published. And if the CIA was determined to have done anything, then I think we should all, as a country, call for the CIA to be disbanded, a new organization put in its place, one that has a lot more limitations, oversight, and control.
That'd work. So, did Biden pardon his boy?
Yeah, he did that a month ago. A little bit.
So now, any crime relating to that laptop, he's cleared of now?
Federal crimes. It only applies to federal crimes. But yes. But
so was the gun thing a federal crime?
A federal crime and a state crime. He can still be prosecuted. Yeah. And this is why I kept saying when they were doing all this lawfare against Trump, what we really needed, and this is where I have problems with the Republican Party and where me and TC see eye to eye. There are so many weak Republicans out there who all they had to do was just say, "Oh, okay, you're going to prosecute for that. We're going to prosecute here in this state," and just do the same thing. Be like, "Okay, we're gonna put a warrant out for your arrest here in whatever state, Nebraska or Oklahoma or something," and then say, "You want to do it to us? We're going to do it to you." And because see, then especially had they done it like to Biden, okay, had they done it to Biden, then it arises all the issues up to the Supreme Court because, hey, you've got two separate court systems now talking about these constitutional issues. It forces the Supreme Court to deal with it because when there's two different federal court areas who then have different definitions, then that gives the Supreme Court the just cause to then rule on this stuff, and it forces their hand. But you have a lot of weak Republicans who are like, "No, we're not going to do that," and it's like, "No, the precedent's already been broken. Do it.
Oh, I hear you. I wish I don't know. I see so many politicians, in my opinion, breaking the law right there, giving testimony in Congress, but yet nobody's ever prosecuted for shit, ever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they bring in these committee members, to do these investigations. They call in these people to interrogate them right there publicly in Congress. They've admitted to doing these wrongdoings, yet nobody's ever went to jail. Why?
Yeah, there is a class system in our judicial system. There absolutely is, and standing is a tough thing. Now, I did see someone who said, "Hey, Fauci being pardoned doesn't absolve him from civil lawsuits, does it?" And no, it does not. In fact, one could now say that by accepting a pardon, he has actually weakened his case in civil cases. So he can be sued personally. That's a lower standard of proof, though, 51%, by a mere preponderance of the evidence, not reasonable doubt.
He put up so much misinformation and so much shit that hurt America. He should be in jail, period.
Oh, I totally agree. Things that he knew was knowingly false, and he was putting out there. Like, they were like, Trump was saying misinformation. Trump's not a doctor. So, like, someone who's not a doctor giving out misinformation, is like, you can fault them, but it only goes so far.
So I take it you never took your bleach shot, huh?
I said back then what I've always said. When people were like, "Oh, we want to see," I was like, medical decisions are a private decision, and I do not discuss them. And even with my employer, at the time, they were like, "Well, you need to sign this." I was like, "Medical decisions are a private decision, and I do not discuss them."
I was talking about where they were saying Trump told everybody to take bleach and give themselves a shot. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, because there were a lot of these people back in the day who were trying to get people to not just show. What they wanted was for people to take the vaccine and then show proof. And it was like, no, you don't have to show proof whether you took it or not. And all these other people were like, "I'm not taking it." If you look through my social media history, you'll never see me saying I'm not going to take it. What I've always said is my medical decisions are private decisions, and they will remain private, because that way, had I gotten fired, had someone sued me, anything like that, it would have been like, okay, they have the burden of proof to show that I am not in compliance with whatever they say. Your employer there's only certain things where they have the rights to that. And I always said, oh, that vaccine is very shaky ground. And now you're starting to see all these companies lose their lawsuits because there were people who were like, "No, I'm not going to tell you. It's a private decision." They were fired. the company had no proof they had it or didn't have it. They didn't have a need to show that they need to have it. And yeah, they're losing.
You wait, give it another 5 or 6 years, maybe 10 years, and all these new babies coming out with 6 toes and 10 fingers, 12 fingers, whatever. You wait till all that starts happening. People are going to be saying, oh, shit.
I mean, there were people where they were arguing with me. I was like, it's an experimental drug. They're like, it's FDA approved. I'm like, oh no, it's only for ELA, which is something authorized usage, EAU, meaning it's only temporarily authorized. It's not officially approved by the FDA. In fact, I don't think any of them have gotten FDA approved. Normally, a normal drug, FDA takes 4 to 8 years to be approved.
It takes a long time.
Mm-hmm. And that's a fast track.
Right, because you got to remember, not before they even get approved, they have to go through all years of testing before they even start the approval process.
Yep. I do want to show people the meme I was working on. If you guys are on Twitter, it went out this morning. I'll show it to you guys all. There's the meme I was working on yesterday.
Daddy's home.
I'll throw it in the Facebook group for people who want it.
There you go. Georgie must be doing the mommy thing.
Yes.
I'll tell you, it's amazing what straitjackets will do.
Enough.
I'm shaking for some reason. Get me some food real quick.
Oh my God, he actually talking? What the hell? He's usually...
That's what he was doing. He was yelling at his sister.
Oh my goodness. Man, I woke up to it being cold today.
Oh yeah?
It must be really cold up there where Georgie's at.
10 degrees.
Holy
It was-
crap.
It was 7 when I logged on to stream.
Mom and I went fishing Saturday just for a little while, and it got me fired up. So we went and bought some minnows, and we were going to go all day Sunday when she got home. And I be damned, she gets home and it is just pouring rain all day. So Big Daddy got to play under the house fixing water lines. Anyway,
I gotta put the Uncle Frank Gibson go. I saw we got another person that donated to it. Oh, come on. There we go. Yep, we're up to 245. So we almost hit that 250 mark. So everyone, please go give to Uncle Frank and his family. It looks like they are going to they're going to create a organization so that they can keep doing what Uncle Frank did and taking the disabled kids fishing. So that's a very worthwhile thing. And once they get the paperwork and everything done for that, well, even before then, I'll probably go to a couple fishing companies and request that they send some fishing gear to the kids.
oh wow, that's new.
What?
The chat, the Restream chat, not what's on YouTube, the Restream chat. Anytime I ever put my cursor on a link, it would just turn the whole thing blue and you couldn't click on it. I can actually click on it on Mike's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can actually click on it from Restream. Holy cow.
But I wonder if it's just because you and I are guests. I bet it still turns blue for Mike, don't it?
Yeah, it turns blue.
Yeah, so we're guests, so it lets us click on it, but he can't. Huh. Wow, that's interesting.
There, I've got Uncle Frank's pinned.
Because if I ever wanted to click on a link, I always had to go to the YouTube browser and click in my actual chat. I couldn't do it on Restream, but now as a guest, you can. Oh, that opens up. Oh my goodness. Shinimus is 36 degrees Celsius. Minus.
Where are they at? Greenland? Soon to be the 51st state.
Is that supposed to say Alberta? Yeah, Alberta,
Oh, yeah.
Canada is where she's
Oh,
at.
yeah. Alberta gets
Holy
cold up there.
crap. But then again, you might as well say you live in Alaska, Russia, living up there. I mean, them guys always cold.
My True Social is not working.
True Social's down.
Oh, it's not working the way it normally is. It could be with thank you, Miss DJ. I see your comments on Rumble. Thank you so much.
It's negative 32 in Canada in Fahrenheit.
I've always wanted to go to Nova Scotia. One part of Canada.
AVA!
Hey, good morning, AVA.
What's
I've got your
What's
videos up on my other browser watching them. Everyone, please check out AVA's channel.
Oh, there's Miss PJ. Good morning, girl. All right. I'm coming, dog.
Me and AVA gotta figure out when we're gonna do another stream.
Man, I'm so sore today. I mean, up and down off of that bathroom floor yesterday. I am sore. Oh. What
were you doing yesterday?
I had a water line that's had a leak in it, and it's underneath the bathroom floor, right under the toilet. So I had to pull up the floor, and to fix it, it's only 2 foot down, but you have to lay on your damn stomach to get to it. Because if you try and sit to get to it, it's too far. So you have to lay down to fix the water line. So after 3 trips to Lowe's, it's finally fixed.
I'm pretty good at plumbing stuff, but it's not my favorite to do.
It's easy when you have modern stuff, but this old house was built in the late 30s. So all the copper lines are so old that they're not the standard size of copper lines today. They're in between 3/8 and a quarter. So none of your 3/8 shit works. Your quarter's too small. So you can't use traditional plumbing stuff to fix stuff that old. So the redneck ingenuity had to come out. But it's fixed now. But
I laugh at all these people who drink bottled water over tap water. It's like, where are you buying your bottled water from? If you're drinking Arrowhead, you're drinking Los Angeles County tap water. If you buy from Niagara, you're buying Diamond Bar ROPU water, reverse osmosis, which is it's sewage water that's been pressurized filters. So that's why I laugh when people who think that, their bottled water is better and safer than tap water. It's like, have you looked into it?
That asshole's got the whole yard to crow in, and he's sitting right here in front of the door. It's like 5 feet from me, crowing. That's all right. Squirt bottle got him. Oh, talking about bottled water. Zephyr Hill spring water is probably one of the most popular waters out there for years. Where it's bottled, it started out just a little shack with a spigot in there, and now it's a big full-blown company. But right down the road from Zephyr Hill spring water was the old Zephyr Hill Spring Park where we used to go swim. It's pretty clear water, pretty good stuff. Anyway, Fat Dog, what are you doing up here?
Here's one guy I enjoy watching. Good Logic. He's part of LawTube. He's doing an inaugural watch party on Mochels. I do enjoy him.
Georgie, you got your website bookmarked that we're going to play today?
I'm probably going to do it directly from Trump's Twitter like I did last night.
That works.
Do you want me to put it out on... I'll keep it off my YouTube channel, but I can put it out on my other channels if you like.
What are you talking about? Oh, you do what you want.
You, boo!
All Coop has to do is give you the right link to where you can join your stuff. Link your stuff.
Yeah, because I'll let all the YouTube people go to your guys' stuff, but I'll put it out on X and Facebook and Rumble. And that way,
man, I be damn. Char's got a freaking. I seen Georgie posted that last night, but
yeah.
I'd already seen it pop up on my screen. I'm like, well, son of a bitch.
Everything's happening this morning.
Well, I don't know how long. I imagine it's going to be like anything else. Once he swore in, there'll probably be another 5 hours of them talking about the same shit afterwards. So maybe we play it after he's sworn in. Oh, there's your question, Mikey. It's been going around that now that he didn't serve 2 consecutive terms, now he can try for 8 this time.
No.
So he's 8 period, no matter
8
what.
period.
No.
Okay.
Yep. No, you're limited to 8 years. However, there are ways around that. If you are the vice president and the president has served over 2 years and then resigns, the remaining term that you serve out does not count against those 8.
Oh, wow.
So you could serve potentially more if you're continually the VP of presidencies who resign after just over 2 years.
Wow.
Serve out that 11 or that remaining 1 year, 11 months, essentially.
Wow.
There you could serve more than 8.
Huh. There you go. I kind of figured I don't know. I was kind of wondering if old Biden was gonna declare war just to stay in office. Because up until just right after the election, there was some hinky stuff going on. And I just wondered, I just had a feeling he was going to try that, but I don't know. I think he's ready to retire. He can't even walk the stairs. So
I have to wonder, did he even, I know he signed these pardons, but did he even order them? Because what we're finding out, based off what Speaker Johnson said, he didn't even know the stuff that he was signing. He was just signing what was put in front of him.
oh, most likely. He's probably so delusional he doesn't know what's going on. And the funny, what is it? What are they like 2 to 4 years apart in age? Him and Biden, Trump and Biden.
Yeah, they're right there.
And you look at Trump and you look at Biden, and that's 2 totally different human beings, healthy wise. I mean, there's no way possible Biden could do a campaign as rigorous as what Trump did.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, that man was in 2 or 3 states a day.
Yep.
I think that Trump has, like, the biggest mistake that they made is they have created a Trump dynasty. Georgie,
Well,
I already added you, and it is pending.
It's pending.
Yes, you have to go into your notifications and approve me.
Okay, where the hell is that at?
huh?
There'll be a thing. There's a little bell, and
Oh.
it says notifications, and then you just go in there and approve.
It's not showing anything.
They have changed. I wondered why. So my X account, I was growing and growing and growing super fast. Like, I think this account I've had for 2 years, and I'm just under. I'm at like 4,500 followers, right? And I noticed my growth had stalled, and I they purged a bunch of bots, which I didn't have a problem with, other than it really screwed with my following numbers. And then there were a couple other little things that were happening, and I'm like, why am I not growing? Are my tweets not getting attention? And I found out X changed the logarithm. So this is, and I was talking to someone last night who's very good on X, and she was telling me, she was like, you're still using hashtags. Stop using hashtags. Stop tagging people, because X is doing they're doing the opposite of every other social media now. And X is actually promoting you for being a good person. So me being a troll, I have to stop on X if I want to keep growing. The better of a person you are on X, the more following you're going to get now. But stop hashtagging on X. Stop at mentioning people on X. The only one that really sucks is they don't want you to post external links anymore. So what I'm going to have to do is do one post with my external link to, like, the YouTube channel or the others, to the foundation. And then whenever I want to use those links and tell people, oh, go buy a t-shirt, I'll have to retweet that original tweet, which is not a problem. It just is going to cost me to do things a little bit differently if I want to grow on X. So I'm learning that right now, and I'm just want people up to date that if you have an X account that you're trying to grow, yeah, I'm just now learning that they changed everything.
I could never get used to Twitter, X, whatever it is. Just like this damn Discord shit. I mean, why do people have to have like 20 different rooms in one server? I don't understand that.
So people can find stuff.
It's so confusing.
Yeah.
You got 2 or 3 people posted in every single different room. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I don't know.
Hey, Mike, check out the chat.
Where's Spawn Trooper? Spawn Trooper is not talking to us anymore.
The one above it. Oh my God, the birds are so annoying. How do I shut that off?
Open your window. Oh, thank you, AVA. Yeah, everyone, if you can buy some of our merch right there. Ford could have ran twice. Yeah, absolutely. Ford could have served 9 years, I believe, because I think Nixon had a year left when he resigned. Now there are people who want. They've said that they want Obama to run as a vice president, so then the president could step down. No, you can't do that. To be the vice president, you have to be able to run for president. So, being that Obama has already fulfilled 2 terms, he cannot be the vice president.
I'll tell you, Georgie, if they think your birds are annoying, well, should I go wake mine up? Mine scream.
Mine are just bitching because they want fresh water.
Ah,
If they had fresh water, they'd be quiet.
They get over it. Pick a shirt.
Why do you not give them fresh water?
I haven't had a chance to this morning. You sent me a link and I jumped straight on to Restream.
Oh, so it's my fault.
Yes.
Oh my God. People in the What the Hell's fake group talking politics. It's like, I hate that. Like, I'll be in politics groups. I just don't like the distraction.
Did you see where they tried to dox Tug?
No.
Yep. They've doxed Tug and his wife in the hate group.
They're stupid. Like, better people have tried to do things to mess with Tug.
That's the. They're trying to say that anonymous post doing that is the head flea.
It's either the head flea or Bruce.
Or Tory.
It makes more sense that it would be Bruce. He's the one that's really infatuated with them.
Because that particular post.
I gotta find me a webcam that I can zoom. That'll zoom.
That's the only bad thing about the Logi one I have. When it's being okay, how can I say this? There's a app that you down when you buy the webcam, you can download an app from their website to control it, where you can zoom it in, you can move it left or right, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. But once it's set, you can't do anything if you're using it. Like right now, if I'm using it for Restream, I can only use it for Restream. It won't let me access the app to control anything unless I get off Restream, open the app, and change it. But I do like the function of this webcam. I mean, you can't zoom while you're using it, but you can zoom before you use it. And I like that. Like where you're sitting right now, if you wanted to zoom in on you could easily do that.
This is hilarious. Thank you, AVA. Yeah. In fact, I believe if it were proven that they were a lizard person, they would be disqualified from being the president. Because I believe it says it has to be the initial thing of being a president was voting age male, and obviously that was changed to where females can do it. But the implication then is human. So I think if we were to prove that they were a lizard person, they would be disqualified.
Mike would have to turn me down because if I change the volume on this thing, it'll mess it up for our stream.
I'll turn you down. There you go.
Perfect. Good morning, used to be me. What's happening?
Used to be younger. Good morning, darling.
I didn't want to put younger on there, bonehead. I wanted it to say used to be me. Thank you very much.
I gotta be me.
Know your role. Know your role. Uh-oh. I'll be right back. I got bird going nuts in there.
Uh-oh. Oh my God. I'm telling you guys. Okay. So there is a case. You want to talk about a woman as batshit crazy as Lynette? There's a woman out there. Her name is Amanda Jo Everhart. She pretends to be a veteran. She also pretends to be a active duty military. She's neither. She lives in Illinois, and she's been going after my friend Melissa, who's been on the show several times. She's now military living conditions. She used to be the military housing slumlord, but she was like, "Yeah, I decided to rebrand." But I've shared her post now in our Facebook group. So if you're part of the Veteran Nation Facebook group, this chick is insane. She runs a group called Op Shell Shock, and just a scammer. Everything is she'll put up posts that she's having back surgery, that she's her landlord's kicking her out. Everything is a grift with this woman, and very much the same Lynette type of stuff. But this woman, like, she's gone so far as to anyone who has, like, one guy who was in the military who was supporting Melissa, she pretended to be Melissa and contacted the military. It contacted his unit and actually got a military protective order. Military protective order is like a restraining order, and the military does them because it's just easy. You can do them, like a commander can do them and just say, yeah, you can't contact that person. And to them, it's over and done with. And yeah, that's what Amanda Jo Everhart, that's the type of stuff that she does against Melissa. And all because Melissa just reached out to her and was like, hey, I do this and this, to help the military. And I see you have this Op Shell Shock. And this chick just went nuts and was like, you're coming against me. And yeah, definitely Lynette type stuff. And yeah, I've been trying to highlight it because the woman is straight stolen valor. The birds are louder than you. Take the time to water.
I moved them. You get an option. You get my demon spawn back here hooping and hollering in the background, or you get the birds. Me personally, I would prefer the birds.
I'm okay with the birds. As long as they're not waking me up, I don't care about their... Oh, that's cool. My friend is at the Ice Hotel in Sweden.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. The haters were encouraging their viewers to report Jeremy's streams. Well, now YouTube is on to them, so it's not having the effect that they want.
They were also false bidding in the Whatnot sale last night.
They were doing what?
They were false bidding.
Oh, I'm not surprised about that. Oh my God, they have a 2-person mobility scooter now. The problem with that is most of the people in mobility scooters are overweight. So I don't think those chairs are going to fit.
Hey, Magic.
Another guy I like following is The Smart Lawyer. He always has good stuff. He's on X. I don't know if he's on anything else. Let me take a look. Yeah, he's out of Miami. I don't see where he does anything else. I should reach out to Ron Coleman. Ron Coleman used to be Trump's attorney. He's been on the show before. I'm sure he's probably busy with the inauguration, but after all this stuff calms down, maybe bring him on again. Really good dude. Uncivil law. That guy, I don't think all of his analysis is sound. I'll say that. I've seen him say some things like the classification documents. Uncivil law was not under the impression that that's an absolute power of the president, and it absolutely is. Like, I've done streams about it. like it's written in law. But he was still trying to say that the president has to go through like underlings of him to declassify something. No, that does not happen. Not for the executive.
Who that?
Uncivil Law was saying some things that it became clear he didn't like. It's not law that he follows.
Speculation.
Yeah. He's live right now. That's why I mentioned it.
I guess I don't know him.
I'm kind of mad that I used to have a Twitter group that it was called Kids Falling Down. And whenever we would find these like epic fail videos of kids just like doing dumb stuff, and most times it was them just falling down. Oh my god, it was hilarious. And unfortunately, I lost my account, so the group got taken down. I wish.
What was the guy you were playing yesterday? Incredible Human or something like that?
Superhuman.
Superhuman.
Yep.
Super dummy. I noticed that the cheese graters looked like he kept using them over and over again.
Yeah. Backyard wrestlers. Oh my god. They're normally cringe, but I'll tell you, that guy with 2 million views, I guarantee you he's making some money off that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And they just can't. That's the kind of stuff that just keeps going up. People just don't stop watching him. It keeps on going.
Georgie, if you're not going to do this, please let me do it. I might clip us watching his videos.
Huh? Oh, okay.
I'll link to your full video if I do it, unless you tell me not to. It was on your show.
Hi, Magic Angel.
Good morning, Magic. Ooh, it's magic.
Aren't you supposed to be over keeping Daniel in line?
She doesn't do a very good job at it.
Oh, when she's on there, she does.
So I got struck for Trump's AC/DC song.
That's an easy one to get by.
The
YMCA.
script by Holland. No, YMCA was not struck.
Oh wow.
Hall of Fame by the Script was hit.
Just let the YouTube mute those sections and you'll be fine.
That's what I'm gonna do. Independence Day by Martina McBride was struck. Gloria and Only in America by Brooks and Dunn.
That was one of the problems why, because Yoda couldn't live stream because he was trying to live stream Uncle Frank's memorial, but they didn't have strong enough Wi-Fi, and because I was going to restream it as well, and he was texting me and I told him just record it and then put it up later as a video, but he's concerned about because they had music playing, background music, and I said just let YouTube does a great job. I said post it. Do not publish it, just post it. And YouTube will pick out all the copyright and let YouTube take out and mute whatever they want. I go, that way you don't have to worry about, anything. They do a pretty good job of it.
Well, he's not monetized, so it's not going to hurt him. They'll just say it's got copyrighted stuff in it, but unless somebody actually strikes him, he's got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, but they will stop it from going out in certain places. So that's why I told him, I said, just let YouTube, because its own algorithm will catch that.
Right.
And, let it catch it and remove it.
Because when somebody decided to play Toby Keith
Or Frank.
it basically just would not The only thing it did to me is it didn't give me a strike. It just wouldn't let it be monetized at
Monetized.
all. Now, if Toby Keith himself would have come and seen it and said, "Hey, no, you can't have this," and struck me, now that would have been a strike. But they just wouldn't let me monetize it, which was fine. We just started a new stream. Blue, you better behave, or you're going to take your little ass back to your cage.
Oh, I'm looking at the chat. I'm like, oh, do we have a troll in the chat? But no, it's your it's your bird.
No, he's being a pain today. He's biting my neck. But anyway, Georgie's always tired, Tamara.
Mm-hmm.
She stays up playing on that dang Discord too long.
No.
Yes.
What else am I supposed to do to entertain myself when Landon stays up till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the damn morning?
I've done told you once, straight jacket woman.
Lynette suggests melatonin.
Yeah. Or what was the other one? Adderall.
That's the dumbest. As for melatonin, he gets one at night, but sometimes it doesn't work.
Oh my God. Some of these women who are like in their 40s and have ballooned up then want to divorce their husbands, or their husbands want a divorce, and then they slim down and go to the gym. It's like, you do realize no guy wants a divorced woman. Like, we'll settle for a divorced woman, but that's not what we're out there looking for. You're putting yourself, just work on your marriage and work on yourself.
Says the divorced guy.
Again, I did not file for divorce. I was fully willing to be a good husband all the way up until the day that it was very apparent that that is not what she wanted. And the thing is, ever since the divorce, I'm the one that went to therapy. I'm the one trying to better myself. She's still with her affair partner.
I got lucky. I was straight out of a divorce, right into another marriage. I got lucky. But this one's a keeper. I mean, I think I was telling Georgie about that the other day. I've been with Barb longer than I was with my first wife. And
That's why I'll never
ahead.
say never to getting married again. People are like, oh, you're probably never going to get married again. I'm like, well, it won't be because I'm refusing to. You never know. You might find that person.
Oh yeah, Barb, she's cool. I mean, she's a good little redneck girl. She'll climb under the truck with me. She might not know much about stuff like that, but it won't stop her from helping. You know what I mean? She'll get greasy right along with me.
I said I'll get married to a woman that I find that's funnier than me, and so far I've not found that.
You will. But then again, you got to get out there.
That's a high bar. I'm hilarious.
Good morning, Eric. How you doing today, bro?
Nancy, he's joking. He wasn't being serious. He was joking.
I hope everything's all right, Eric.
My whole point, Nancy, is there's a lot of women who they are under some delusions. If they think that, oh, I'll divorce my husband, and there's a lot of cases of this. Women who divorce their husband thinking they're going to find something better. And the thing is, if you have a guy who's a dedicated family man, you're not going to find anything better. And because all these women are like, oh, I'm gonna get a boss babe job and make 6 figures, and then I'm gonna go find a man who's over 6 foot and he makes 6 figures. Yeah, the guy who's over 6 foot and makes 6 figures, he's gonna go find a 22-year-old Hooters waitress.
Yep,
that's what it is. I'm not saying that to be a dick, but you see these women who are, they've bought into this feminism that guys want a boss babe. No, we don't. We want women who are family centric. And if you're a boss babe, you're not family centric. In general. But you see these women with regrets, like 5 and 10 years later, they're all over social media. That's the other thing. Like a lot of them buy into the Instagram life. It's not real. What you
Or
see
the
on
ones that think
Instagram
the grass is greener on the other side.
absolutely. And yeah, I've seen this with a couple women. Like there was one woman who posted a thing where she had a guy friend was like, "You'll be able to find a girl," and he was like, "Nah, I'm just giving up." And she was like, "Don't do that." She then took over his dating profiles, and then was like, "Oh my god, these women are straight up a-holes to men." And yeah, you see that.
Trying to find a man that's willing to take on a ready-made family. Very few men out there is willing to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just the brutal, honest truth.
That-
It takes a special man to take on somebody else's family.
And we used to like really respect stepdads. Not anymore. Not anymore. There's all these women. They're like, you're not gonna correct my kids. You're not gonna, I'm gonna be the one in charge of these kids. Well, so you just want me to just pay for your kids and not have any authority at all? Yeah, no.
Now you gotta have parents gotta be equal, whether they're steps or not. They gotta be equal in the relationship when it comes to all matters.
Yeah.
First time a woman tells me, if Barb would have ever told me, no, you can't say that to my children. There's the fucking door right there. Go get. It's got to be an equal partnership, or it ain't a partnership.
Guys are gonna look at it as this is my house, like my rules.
Yeah.
And but yeah, feminism has led so many women astray.
Now, don't get me wrong. There are men out there that are willing to love the woman and the kids she brings with her. There are men, but they're not as prevalent as what people think they are. They're not out there everywhere. I had absolutely no problem with Barb's youngins. I treated them just like mine. I hated all of them. No, I like being around kids. They make me feel young.
I'll show you an example. This is a prime example right here.
Comical. Me and all my liberal friends want to be traditional housewives.
No, you don't.
Well, not all of us, but most of us. But the problem is we don't like Republican men because they don't have the same sense of justice and morality that we do, because we care for every human being. And the liberal men don't believe in exploiting themselves for labor, so like we have to have an equal household, because the only ones that bust their ass and make enough money to support a stay-at-home mom, wife, whatever, are the Republican men, because they will exploit the shit out of themselves for money. Then they're miserable and burn out and take it out on everyone around them and refuse to take meds. So it's like, I'd rather be alone.
For starters,
the political part of it. Why you got to make a relationship political?
For starters, that is not natural hair color. I'm sorry. You come looking at me with that kind of multicolored shit, I'm walking the other way.
I'll say this. I think she's 100% right in terms of most women out there on dating sites are looking for Republican men, even though they say they don't want Republican men. With the things that they say they want, it's like, oh, yeah, that's more traditional. That's absolutely,
They want to be liberal, but they want what comes with a Republican.
And a lot of the stuff that she says in there, and this is a big thing of where this is coming from. for me this morning is I watched that this morning and it was like, yeah, like a lot of the stuff, some of the stuff she's saying is true. Some of the stuff is like completely off base, like saying Republican men won't take meds. I've been to therapy. I've done the meds. There are people who won't do meds, but those are also the people who also are not doing therapy. Um, you know, you have to look for people who are dedicated to being better person. Be better tomorrow than what you were today, and be better today than what you were yesterday.
But
I don't think she should be labeling anybody. A man's a man, whether he's Republican. I mean, you've got liberals and Republicans that are the same. You know, she's full of shit.
I'll say this.
listen,
Oh, go ahead.
my little sister is far left. She bought into all the COVID bullshit. She bought into all the stuff the left is pushing. But her husband is conservative. He's true red, white, and blue. He's a veteran, and they are the perfect mix up. They're the perfect little couple.
Yeah, what
I don't see how you can make it political.
I dated a girl who she broke up and really just ghosted me. But what she ghosted me over was it was right when Roe v. Wade had been overturned,
Oh,
and
dear Jesus.
I was not angry about it. That's why she ghosted me, and I was like, look, first off, this is not an issue that's ever going to affect me. And she was like, how can it not affect you? I'm like, because if I get a girl pregnant, I'm going to want the child. Like, and the women that I'm dating are not, 18, 19, like they're grown women. They're going to want the child. I go, so it's never going to affect me. And she just could not accept that. And honestly, I really didn't care. When I was younger, I was like very pro-life. Now I'm kind of like, well, it's to me, it's not as big of a deal as what a lot of people think it is. I've moderated on that issue.
At first, I was pissed about Roe v. Wade getting overturned, and then I studied it and learned what it meant was it was being given back to the state.
Yeah.
Instead of the federal government having say over our bodies, it's now up to our states. As it should be.
People saying, oh, they passed these abortion bans. Actually, of the 14 states that have abortion bans, those were already on the books. They were passed years ago, so it's not a change. Are there states that are passing laws to restrict abortion like what Florida just did? Yes, there are. However, there's not a blanket ban like that's passed yet.
No.
There's
all right, Mikey. I got a vamoose, buddy. I got to go get ready.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for having me on, sir.
Yep. And I'll probably, you know what? Give me a couple minutes. I'll wrap this up. And if you send me the link, I'll share this yours out on my other platforms.
All righty. Chat, you've been wonderful. Thanks for having me, guys. I'll send you the link here in just a second.
And I will redirect everyone to your stream.
You want a pair, Mikey?
Yeah, yes. I'll pair up.
Okay, let me grab that link real quick, and I'll send it to you. Oh. Well, hell.
There's an echo. Oh.
How am I going to get the link now?
What do you mean? Also, you're still on Mike's stream.
Yeah, I know. When I click to get the pair link, it's just showing Georgie in there. It's not showing me the pair link. Why not?
You go to the top right. It should be right above my head.
No. When I click on
them. If you go up to edit channels, is it in there?
That's where I go. And then you click on the paired link, and the only thing in there is just Georgie. You've got the link, though, right, Georgie?
Oh, did you have it as an event?
No.
Well, yeah, I scheduled it.
So I believe that's already a paired event.
Yeah, but more people should be able to pair.
Yeah, go ahead and send him your link, Georgie,
Okay.
because I know your link's is a paired link.
Well,
You know
I
what I'm
do
saying?
have everybody redirected, so they're going
All
to
right.
go to yours right now. So everyone in the audience on YouTube, you're going to go over to Mr. Coop's stream, and for those of you on X, I'll be re-pushing this out once I get over there.
But just send Mikey your link, and that way he can pair. Because I have no way of getting it. The only link I have access to right now is just the regular guest link.
That should still give him the option to pair.
So I do have the link. So let me go ahead and I'll end this, and we'll be back over on Mr. Coop's channel. But if you're watching on X, I'll just be right back on live in a minute.
All right,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
See y'all
All right.
later.
Everyone, thank you for being worth serving.